Well, this is me changing a gear cable. So the reason why I've done this is basically on holiday, my brother basically used my bike and managed to mess up all the gears, so it wouldn't shift on the front, but basically it won't shift on the front because the cable is too short. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the cable. I have a nice shiny new one here. I've just opened the packet to see that yes, that's the cable, and in there are the end bits that stop it from fraying. So I'm going to use that, and I shall put that on the floor where I won't lose it. Right, what tool do I need? I need a Allen key. There's that little toolbox. And I'm going to guess it's the third largest. And all I'm doing here is just releasing the cable just like so, and that now has that cable free like that. And now I need to go to the other end and get to my gear shifter, which is follow the wire up here, and I need to take this apart somehow. I shall leave it on there, but I need to figure out how to disassemble it, because it should just come apart, but I need a screwdriver, so that's fun. That'll do. I'm just going to try and find the right panel to take off. And I'd imagine it's this one on the bottom. And just being careful not to drop the screw. And where does my cable come in? Well, I appear to have taken off the wrong bit of panel, because I cannot see where the cable is currently. So it needs to be a top bit that separates, which would suggest right, I'll put this bit back on. This is the first time I've changed a cable on this bike, so that's why I'm unsure on what this is. Screw in, please, thank you. It's really loose. I need a bigger head for the screwdriver. Will that work? No. Right, use that one. It's scarily loose. That one doesn't even have a cover for that bit. Is that right? But yes, right. Lower the bike down a bit so it's easier to work at. That should do it. Right, how do I undo this then? Found a screw on the top, which may lead to success. That's come off. And now does that just take off? How does that come off? This is really quite irritating. I need a little pot or a lid to put my screws in. That'll do. Dead spider in it, but chunks of pineapple. I have no idea if this is the right bit to be unscrewing, but if I unscrew everything, then I will have unscrewed the right thing. Right, I think that first bit that I unscrewed was correct, because that is interesting. That is very interesting. Pull this cable through. There we are. And then take the tubing off. So it's inside that main bit, but I can't get to the main bit because it needs unscrewing here with the Allen key. And of course it's the wrong size. Now you can come off, hopefully. Right, and then this bit can come off. How does that come apart? We have some sort of progress. Oh. That is actually coming off. No, it should do. Anyway. Yes. I could tell this is really entertaining to watch. And that just pops out. Right. So, I now have some sort of access. I should probably keep that. In fact, I can take this whole thing off the bike. Right. I shall bring my camera down like that. No. Still can't really see, can you? I'll clear my shelf and then, well, it's not my shelf, it's my dad's, but I'll clear it and then I can use the shelf as a workbench, which will be quite useful. Put that away. Some crusty gloves. Battery charger for a drill that we don't have. Right here. You can see that now as well. Right. I have my little pot of bits and pieces, and I have my gear shifter. So what I've got here is basically I've taken the top off, and that has let me get to the inside, and now I can see where the cable is and where it should not be. So I think all it requires, well, is a little bit of teasing with a little screwdriver of some sort, and then I should, there we are, we'll make it easier. There, right. All I need to do is pull that out of there, which shouldn't be too difficult. There we are. And I've got that cable out. So that cable is way too short. And you can see at the end that, I don't know if it had snapped or something previously, but that's not great in terms of working. Now I just need to undo my new cable, which should be easily done, hopefully. That bit there, and that should all come out. Yep. Right, here is my new cable. Yep. There we are. And these are, that's not frayed. I'll show that there. And if we do a size comparison of cable, the new one is much longer than the old one. That's where the old one finishes, and there's the new cable. So we want to grab the new cable, not the old cable, and I want to thread the end through where it should go. So just push it through in that little gap, and then it should go through, and where does it go? It goes just round and then out. So just find that and push it round under that thingy there. There we are. And out of the thingy, pop that round, get the cable out of the way, and now pull the new cable through. And then here, I just pull it a little bit and pop it in, which should not be too hard, and it isn't. Right, there we are. And then that bit, I lost a bit. No, I haven't lost a bit. No. Right. So now I can put this piece on, get the right piece there, put that in there, slide that in like so. Pop this over, which should not be too hard. There's actually a screw on there that I missed. That should do it there. Just use the end of the screw. No, that ain't working. Need a bit smaller than that. There we are. There we are. Right, we've got that little screw. That's all tight, that's all in. Right. Now we get our piece, find the right orientation, put that like that over the top. That's all on. And now we need to screw it up somehow. So we've got two little screws, which are in here hiding from me. So we've got one there. Need my little screwdriver again. Put that in. Make sure that is on. That's in, and my second screw. There we are. Put that in the hole there. Right, that's that bit back together now. So let's get that and get the cover for the bottom back on, because that needs to sit on there. Right, so we know that functions now, so let's bring it back over to the bike, which is here. You can see that, yes. And just bring the whole frame across. There. So you can see a bit better what I'm doing. So we need our cable thingy, which we have. And we need that bit which will screw in there. And we need the Allen key which is on the floor. Helpful. I'm not thinking this through today. There we are. Right, so that needs to go on there. That needs screwing in. Like so. Just tighten that up. But that's not going anywhere. Right. Put that in there as well, so I don't lose it. Now, with my new cable, I need my piece of plastic tubing, and that's either end I can put that in. So I'm just feeding this through the protective tubing again, so it can come through and sit nicely and not interfere with anything, which it hopefully should not. and that's in there. I need this to pop round this way. Right, that cable's travelling fine. So I shall unscrew that so I can run my cable along, and then it goes down into my funny little section down here. Now I think I want it on the lowest, don't I? And I want that to be on the lowest, which it is now. Stop please, thank you. And I need to put this through this piece of tubing, which I forgot about. There. Put that through, and then that should come out just there, as it has done. I need to untangle this. Right, there we are. Pull the cable through. Ooh, that is nice compared to the other cables. And that now runs round to this side. I'm just saying, I am the world's greatest bike mechanic. I don't know which, because that's going down the left. Like that. The cable might snag if I put it on like that, but then again it might not, so let's just see how it goes. If it works one way, then I'll do it that way. Don't you unping yourself. Right, there we are. So pull that tight, and then screw that on there. Still need to screw it up. Right, now if I put this out of the way, pull that out that way a bit. Just so it doesn't interfere. I can try this. So that somewhat works, although I need to tighten it more because that's still loose. And this is where it gets really, really fiddly. Allen key. Where have I put it? There. Right. This is a very good way of getting cuts on your hand. Now I think that thing there needs to come off, or at least be moved. Right. Right. So that's going on there. Thank you very much, Mr. Screw. What's that button do? Interesting. Right, now I should be able to get some proper tension on it, hopefully. So I need to pull that. Could actually feed it through here. And that would get some tension. Tighten that up. Right, let's try that. That is not nice. Set once. It's very interesting because this barrel adjuster thing here does not want to cooperate that much. Will that come any further? I want it won't really. That means it's one of these screws here that I need to adjust, which is the higher and lower limit. It would help if I had the right bit for it. It should be that one, hopefully. Not really sure. You can't really see there. Bring you around like that. Oh yeah. So it's just this little screw. Just get some of the stuff off it. And I've sorted it. That is beautiful. Right, now I'm going to cut the cable to the right size. And for that I need a pair of pliers, which I do not have in here, I do not believe. I tell a lie, I do have a pair. And I have some little end caps. Yes, right. I've not touched them yet. I've just got dirt on my nose, haven't I? Oh no. Right. Anyway. Cutting. You know what? That is bloody difficult to cut. It's very difficult. I'll get my big ones. And I'm back. Right. Still not working. There we are. There's some proper cutters. Now, get the end of that. Get my little cap. I think you just press the end on. I'm fairly sure. Right. So slide it onto the end. And that is on. There we are. And now I can just take that for a lap and we are done. So I'd like to thank you for watching. I know it wasn't that interesting, well, very interesting at all, but that's the job done, and I'm going to be using this bike to go to the railway tomorrow, if I don't get a lift. So yeah, that's a job out the way, job done. That's all nice and functional, not missed any bits out. I would call that a success. So there we are. Now how do I stop this? There we are. Well, thank you, and I shall see you in the next video or stream or whatever I do.